Well, sadly, I had to go up to the surface. Well, yeah, actually, all the way to the very top, because didn't have enough torches. So when I came back, it sounds like everybody's gone home for the day or something. I don't know what's going on. But, whoops, there are some blank spots here, so. Oh, there's a spawner. That's a witch spawner. Yeah, you guys talk about it. All right, so let's see. We gotta get, it's about here. All right, let's see. I want to make sure they can't spot us. Thank you very much. It was right above, was it the one on the left or the right? The one on, so when I'm facing it looking that way, it'll be above the one on the right. So it's just a couple blocks. Should be right. Is that the right or the left? Yeah. Okay, it should be right above that. Well, not above that, but above this block, but right there. Whoops. Well, that doesn't look right. Huh. It should be. Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay. It's further forward. Huh. All right, let's throw some of these down. Let's throw this down. It's easier to pick up. So it's, should be nothing above this. But there might, where's my glass? It's got to be above that. So, there's a lot of thought goes into this, isn't there? Let's see. I hear you growling at whatever. There it is. Okay, so if we break this glass block, we'll have direct access to it. Goodbye. So that means there's probably one on the other side. So let's take our toys, relocate, and see what's going on. All right, so let's do the same thing here. Ooh, somebody's feet can fit in there. There we go. Huh. Ooh, that was close. So I don't see anything on this side, so let's go around to the other side. Hey, we already did stuff over here. I feel bad that we... all right. We can take out this. So if we take out that guy and the skeleton, that's it. Oh, well, that's interesting. Let's throw. No, I want something a little tougher. So if we take out, oh, that. Thank you. What did he give me? Now we just have to wait for the witch to come by, take him out. Stand around for a few minutes, see what's happening. And yeah, see, look at the size of that trunk of that tree. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a spawner even inside it. I mean, that's what I would do. But nothing else is spawning. Where'd he go? I was going to say, what's he walking on? Must be glass. So if we put... Oops. Oh well. Hey, baby. Sure, now it goes to the other side. It's quite the game of cat and mouse, isn't it? Oh, good Lord. It's like I'm chasing them around the map. I need him to see me, but I don't want him splashing me with anything. Well, what do you think? I think it looks pretty good so far. Ooh. No, no. Well, I don't want to take the tree down, though. Let's just take everything from around it, shall we? And we'll see. At that point, we'll reevaluate. So let me get this done, and as always, I'll be back. Well, I think I've emptied out all of the gems and jewels and gold and iron and diamonds and everything from these two levels, and this is what I ended up with. 34 diamonds, a bunch of blocks of everything. Look at all the copper. I like the look of copper, but don't really... Those can go in there too. It's not really... I don't like the way that it weathers. And I did happen to find a spider spawner, which we don't need. But I also found a wither skeleton spawner, which we are going to keep. Not sure why, but just might want some wither skull. Why would I want wither skulls? I suppose if I wanted to spawn the wither and then get a beacon. Well, it's not hurting anything having it sitting there, so we'll just leave it there. So I'm sad to say that I am going to take down this tree. I'm sure there's gonna... Well, oh, and I'm able to get my shovel all the way up to full power. All right. I wonder if I should just make shears. I don't need the leaves. Don't need the saplings. I've got lots of iron. Well, let me give it a thought for a minute. Oh, now how am I going to get down? Oh, there we go. Ooh, do I have anything to actually make a... Let's haul all this stuff out of here, and I'll give it some thought on the way. Well, I took down all the leaves. Ooh. And, oh, I don't have any dark oak saplings. And so far, nothing. So, sadly, I'm going to take down the trunk. Looks a little... And see if there's anything there. Well, nothing there either. If I'm going to use you, I'll have to get rid of all these things. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 48. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 48 and 28 is 76. Let's take like 2 hours almost. Well, hour and a half to take all of these out. I wouldn't have to take all of them out. Just I can leave the ones around the outside, but if I want a nice little spawner thing in here, well, I'll have to give that some thought. Well, we'll leave that. Oh, do we want to take these? Yeah, what the heck. All right, I'll meet you up on the surface. I think I'm going to spend about an hour transporting all my loot, maybe back to our Blackstone Manor. I think that's our first major base other than the cherry blossom biome, so chunk. So I'm going to do that. See you when I see you. Let's see what day it is it now. 513. Alrighty. You wait. I'll be back. Well, that took a little longer than expected. We are now on day number 520, but I've brought everything over from that other chunk and placed a whole bunch of barrels. For some reason, I have a ton of barrels, probably 200. Well, not 200. 100 and must be 120. I think I've got 2 stacks of barrels. I've brought everything over, and that took about 3 or 4 trips, even using the shulker boxes. They're not all full. Most of the back row is empty, but we have water bottles, and what are these ones? Night vision. I should put labels underneath them. Strength, honey, and a few water bottles, and potions of leaping for some unknown reason. These are all empty. And then over here we have all of our ores that we've collected. And we seem to end up with a lot of copper. I have so much copper. I need to build something out of it. Too bad they never approved the copper golem. Could you imagine if I just spawned a ton of those? That would be great. But anyways, we've got 4 blocks and 8 extra diamonds. In here, we've got all of our records, a bunch of tables. Yeah, see, all these chests. And then I've got a stack and a half in here. That's 95 right there. Chests and stuff. And then we have all our stone and stone-related products. All of our wood and wood-related, well, I guess blocks. In here we have a bunch of building things and just some of the odds and ends that you manage to collect. And in here we've got the terracotta, the sand, the mud bricks, and glass. And then they're all empty again. So now that we've finished off that, I've built a little platform here, knocked a hole in here. And today we are going to make our way over to the land of snow and ice. Sadly, at this time of the year where I live, it actually could snow just about at any time. The nights get down to close to freezing and the days are not that warm. So, just not looking forward to winter. It's just not something I enjoy. So, I've decided that what better thing to make a path over there than with this. I have tons of it. We don't gain anything by using the... What do you think? 2 stacks ought to do it. Or I guess that's 4 stacks. That should be more than enough. So let me get rid of these ice buckets, and then we're going to head over there. So let me just lighten my... Oh, it's almost night. Okay, we'll go in the morning, and these need to be lower. I think I've got an extra chain somewhere. All right, yeah, let me... in the morning, we'll head over and see what's going on over there. Should I be too lower? No, that should work. That means that one has to be lower than those ones. All right, well, I think I've got a little bit of iron I can spare for making chains, so we'll do that and then head over there. Chains are extremely expensive. I don't know why. Well, you may be surprised to see me standing here instead of out at Blackstone Manor, but as I was about to head out, I had a thought. If I were a game or a map maker, a game designer, whatever you want to call it, and I had an icy biome, even though I've never actually encountered them in a real game, it would make me think that powder snow might be an interesting block to place, which would mean that when a player walks on it, they sink into it and freeze, and can possibly freeze to death, unless they are wearing some type of leather armor. And even though I do have a full stack of 64 leather pieces over at Blackstone Manor, I think I left it there. I did bring some stuff back, but even though I left it there, I had a different thought. I just got back. I went all the way over to our zombie spawner over on the hay bale island, and I grabbed all the leather boots that were there. So I've got projectile protection 3 with unbreaking 2, fire protection 2 with depth strider, which I actually like. Protection, I love depth strider, even though in this world I probably don't need it at all. Protection 1, unbreaking 1, and just some regular old leather boots. And I'm not going to craft a new pair of leather boots because I'm going to combine some of these, and I think eventually I'll have a full pair. So I threw this on there. I get depth strider 1, feather falling 2, and unbreaking 3. So we all know I'm going for the feather falling 2, protection 2, nice. I would like to get that unbreaking 2, but I also want depth strider. Well, let's see what these would give me. Protection 3. What do I got? Protection 2. We may enchant those at some point, but I thought if I take, let's see, the depth strider ones, project. I just want protection. I've got protection 2. I wouldn't mind those unbreaking ones on here too. Protection 2. This is the hardest part for me in this whole game, is knowing what to put together. I did watch a video once on how you can get just about the maximum of everything on boots. Of course, I don't remember where I saw it. I mean, well, let's get real. They are just boots. 12? Yeah. Depth strider and feather falling. 8. Much better deal. What was I getting on these? Oh man, I've got a short memory. Protection 3. Let's do that. Well, ooh, I was going to say, while we've got 30 levels, we just have 30 levels. Depth Strider 3. All right, so let's combine these. Now, what am I combining? Depth Strider 3 with Depth Strider and Protection 3. Depth Strider 2. See, I didn't have to... Oh, man, I should have enchanted those leather boots first. 22! Whew. Well, it's not like... There we go, 18. It's not like we're using the... Not like we're using all these XP levels for anything else. Okay, so when we get back... We're going to head back over there now. Is there anything else I have to do while I'm here? I did pick up an extra stack of arrows from the villagers. And I want to take this stuff with me when I head out there. No, I guess there's nothing else. Hi, Bee. Oh, maybe I should just give up all this exploring and just settle down here with my llamas and my flowers and the villagers. But where's the fun in that? All right, I'll meet you up there and we'll head over to the ice biome. Snow biome? Frozen biome? Chunk? Sorry, the chunks, not biomes. All right, well, we have bridged all the way out to the center of that chunk there. And I discovered something a little bit interesting. Look at the size of those. That looks like double chunks. Good grief. But as I was going out there, and yes, I've changed this a little bit since you last saw. As I was going out there, this popped into view. I don't think we knew about this chunk over here to the behind the ice column. That because we are we're at maximum render distance right now, so we never saw this until we got closer. See, I'm right in the middle. But it also makes me wonder if we... Oh, wow, we can see that. What is... If we head out to that chunk we were at last, what we would see over there. So before we head up here, I'm just going to pop back there and have a quick look. So just hang tough. No. Oh, I didn't notice that before on the back. Looks like a platform with... Oh, yeah, there was a torch there. Oh, my Lord, those are going to take forever to go through. Did we know that it was there? I can see it still from here. I don't know. I just don't... there's just so many chunks in this map. I'm starting to get confused on what I knew was somewhere and what I didn't. All right, back to the snow and ice. I'll meet you over there. Well, as I am working my way up, I see a chest there. And I actually saw a zombie walking there too. So, at first I thought, wow, it doesn't look like there's much in here. But then as I get closer, these things are starting to materialize. I like the fact that it's kind of see-through. Good Lord. This is one tall biome. Mind you, a lot of them are. Look at that. That's terrible. Why can't I see that other one? How far away is that? If or maybe it's behind here. Oh, well. All right. Onward and upward. Well, I guess more upward. Not a lot of onward, but... Okay, we're getting near the top. I don't hear anything, which is a good... Okay. A goat and a snowman. The snowman shouldn't be hostile, and actually no, neither should the goat. Whoa, goat spawner. I've never encountered goats. I don't think... Oh, there's another one. I don't think I've ever encountered goats. I don't remember doing it. I know you can get goat horns from them. Not sure why I would want those. Okay, let's... Well, I guess the first thing to do, this thing's... Hi, buddy. Whoa! Oh, an alley! Or a little, Vex. Oh, that's not good. Let's get out of here for a moment. We've got to rethink this. Where did he come from? If there's an evoker in there, we's in big trouble. All right, let me get out of here. That is priority number 1. Where did he come from? All right, we've chickened out. I mean, we've retreated to our Blackstone Manor and just looking up at the ice biome. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Ice. I think I'm going to call it ice biome or frozen biome. Anyways, it's chunk. However, I did a little bit of reading on the Vex, and here's what I've sort of taken the information and narrowed it down to just a couple key points. And here's what the things that I'm taking away from this is. It says, Vexes attack players, adult villagers, iron golems, and wandering traders if an evoker summoned them, and any other target as commanded by their summoning evoker. And then in brackets they have any mob that attacks the evoker accidentally or purposefully, or any mob that illagers naturally attack on sight. So it sounds like if they're summoned by an evoker, they will attack you. But it's kind of vague what happens when they're summoned by a spawner. And then further on down while you're reading, it says, while attacking, Vexes glow red and lunge at their target. So if their faces aren't glowing red, or they're not glowing red from a distance, and I think the distance is about 10 blocks, then they might not attack us. If they've spawned by a spawner, they may not be attacking us because they just don't know what the heck. Don't know that they should be. Just watching that goat up there. Cut him out of the corner of my eye. And then it says, if any mob attacks a Vex, any Vexes in the area become hostile toward it. So we have to remember, if we whack one Vex, any other little guys that are flying around are going to come after us. Then it says, Vexes summoned by an evoker start taking damage from 13 to 119 seconds and eventually die. However, in Java version, which is what we're playing, Vexes summoned by a spawner, spawn egg, or by the summon command don't take damage this way. So if they were spawned by a spawner, they don't take damage after half a minute or up to 2 minutes. And I don't know where that Vex came from. It's odd there was just one. He wasn't even close to, well, he was sort of close, I guess, to the chunk. But he should have stayed in that area, because as you read down further, it says, when idle, Vexes wander within a 15 by 11 by 15 cuboid range centered on their evoker's position, unless summoned by a spawn egg or by the summon command. Of course, it doesn't say what happens if he was summoned by a spawner. So, to be totally honest, I'm not sure if that Vex came from a spawn egg, from a spawner, if the Vex came from a spawner, or there is an evoker in there somewhere. I guess that'll be a problem for tomorrow. But now that I have this information, I feel a little bit better, because if there's just a spawner spawning the Vexes, they actually may not be hostile towards us. But then I was reading about the snow golems, and the snow golems will attack the Vexes. So we've got those guys up there on our side. So, I don't know if we can get enough snow golems to spawn. They will help with the fight, as long as they're not whacking us with snowballs. So, but as you can see, this day is coming to an end, as is this episode. So this is all stuff that is going to be handled in the next episode, which I hope you come back to see how it turns out. But as always, thanks for tagging along. All right, time to get to bed.